This is the workflow I use to build CSG cars in Roblox Studio. It's not too complicated, but it's something most people overlook. Once you've understood the process, your builds will look so much better. Let me show you how it works. Okay, right, so the first step is tracing. I'm basically just using simple parts to match the shape of a car. But first, you need to set up, because this setup is quite important for the later parts of your building process. Basically, you need two parts. One of them is already negated, one of them is the normal part, the smaller version. You'll need this because you just need to drag it. You don't have to spawn like a million times. You just grab it from here. It's like those the PTFS development game. Yeah. Anyways, so there's two techniques for the tracing part. Well, technically not two techniques, but like two ways you can do it. Let's say, so the first technique is using a blueprint. So usually I use blueprints from the blueprints.com. But you see this? All of them are paid. Most of them are paid. So open it in a new tab. Okay. Then you just copy the image, place it into Canva, and then paste it. And then either just crop the watermark out, or you could erase it. Usually I erase it, and then, and only then, you upscale it with the image upscaler. But you can do this in any other app. I'm just using Canva because I always use Canva. But technically and theoretically, you can use another app. So basically, so let me take the image. We add the image. Say we want to place this, we want to make this car, whatever it is. So how do you get the dimensions right? Because you need to scale it properly, right? So basically, just paste these values in: 550, 38.9, 55.0, 38.9. Oh, it's gonna be like that. I think it's on the z-axis. My bad. Like that. See? Now it has completely accurate dimensions. Need to now get the other axis. This is for blueprints. There's another tracing technique, which is basically just, so that's how you make it. If you want, this is optional, but the rear view is flipping useless. The front view, the x-axis basically, is actually useless. Just need the top view and the side view. Same with tracing a model, which we'll get back soon. Okay, basically, do not need to place that yet. We need to place a mirror first. Try to align it in the middle. This is one of the cons using images. Don't know where the middle actually is. Especially if the blueprint is asymmetrical, then that's gonna hinder your building process. So we just trace. Okay, play the time lapse right now. Okay, so that's how you trace. Basically, for the tracing process, basically, any tips, any mistakes? No, basically you just trace it, and then you union it. Then you get the shape of the car, like a base shape, and then we'll get to the second step. Now let's try to trace a mesh car. Okay, let's find some random mesh models. It is the same concept. Let's take the Ultima GTR, just cause. Okay, so first of all, need to like make the sizing perfect. Okay, delete all the scripts and all the detectors, all the part. the parts that are useless, to ungroup it. You need the body of the car, ungroup it and group it back. Make it pale color so it's easier to detect what is what. And now you still need these. For any building exercise type of thing, you still need these. If not, you're basically done for. It's gonna be time consuming. Basically, it's the same process, but you copy the position of the car model and paste it on the mirror. Now you've completely aligned it on the middle. That is nice. And you need to rename the car to the position of the car. So when you are tracing, or when you are trying to move the car away to see how the car is, your car is, you know where to place back the old car. You don't have to undo, just paste it back in. So this is the same concept. Just trace from the side and from the top. Basically, it's like that. Now, for the third step, and this is one of the most important ones, because usually people just trace this, then they call it a day. But the second step is fundamental for your car build. Okay, what does that mean? Right, so I'm in a different studio. I've completed like this half of this candlelight car. So what we're trying to achieve, so we've done the first step, which is tracing. Now we need to do smoothing. So it's much easier if you have a model of the car you're building. But if you don't, you just have to smoothen it by eyeballing it, which is by manually looking at pictures and just second guessing where it's smoothing out. So like this. Then you mirror it. This is one of the plugins I've linked from my last video, and I've tutorialed about on the last video. You can get it in the description of this video and the last video. So that's what I meant by eyeballing it. It is good if you don't have a model of it, or if the car is really new. But if you do have a model of the car, it's better off you just trace move it. You know what I mean? People don't care if you trace. Don't have tracing anxiety, bro. Nobody cares. Everybody just cares about the final product. Does it look good? Does it not look good? So, anyways, this is what I meant by making it the simplest, easiest to understand flipping tutorial. Because it is like this. This is how this is my process, bro. Sometimes I have to eyeball it, which is a bit hard. So basically, you just align them, then trace it, then you union until you're satisfied enough. So let's let the video time lapse. Right, so now we have smoothened the car. You've seen I've made a few mistakes. In the back here, there was a little bit of an something that got left, but then I had to reverse union it, so that hinders my process a little bit. But here it is. This is basically smoothing. Okay, so after you smoothened, you might realize that your flipping axis is messed up, like that. So you just grab a negative part. You select the negative part first, and then you select the union. Now you have correct axes where you can size properly anoint size sideways. That's really cool. Right, so this third step is polishing or detailing. What is that? What does that mean? Basically making holes, making small details like this. What is this? Antenna. But it's really just like building anything, like technically. Basically, I'm gonna explain how we do this. Airbox. Is it the airbox or the ARB? I think it's the roll bar. This is the roll bar, roll cage roll bar thing. Okay, so I'm gonna intersect it, then make this transparent and size it inside of the hole correctly. Matches it to the rear. Oh, it's quite a lot. And now you can negate it and make a hole inside. Very simple. That's basically detailing. All of these small stuff. Basically everything I've explained, just small, detailed. So I'll leave that to you, to your own creativity. And now, the final part is making the livery. I've already made a livery tutorial, so I think you guys just watch that. It's linked in the description or in the card up here. There's a card up here. There's something that will pop up here. You click that, then you watch the video. That's basically the full workflow. Tracing, smoothing, those are the most important ones. Then detailing and livery. That's literally it. It's that simple. So in the next episode, I'll go over the most common mistakes so you don't end up ruining your builds halfway through. Like in this video, I've already done a few mistakes already. So you can learn from that. If this helped, you already know what to do. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, support me. Doing this for fun. If I've inspired you, if you learned something, just give some appreciation. Basically, I don't care. So see y'all on the next episode. Bye bye.
I saw the signs, but I ignored them all. Yeah, way too blinded by euphoria. I couldn't see, I had the shortest straw. Red flags wave high, guess I must be colorblind. People try to warn me about you, but I